And there was a famine in the days of David for 3 years, year after year, and David sought the presence of Yahweh. And Yahweh said, "It is for Saul and his bloody house, because he put the Gibeonites to death." So the king called the Gibeonites and spoke to them. Now the Gibeonites were not of the sons of Israel, but of the remnant of the Amorites, and the sons of Israel made a covenant with them, but Saul had sought to strike them down in his zeal for the sons of Israel and Judah. Thus David said to the Gibeonites, "What should I do for you? And how can I make atonement that you may bless the inheritance of Yahweh?" Then the Gibeonites said to him, "We have no concern of silver or gold with Saul or his house, nor is it for us to put any man to death in Israel." And he said, "I will do for you whatever you say." So they said to the king, "The man who consumed us and who planned to eradicate us from standing within any border of Israel, let 7 men from his sons be given to us, and we will hang them before Yahweh in Gibeah of Saul, the chosen of Yahweh." And the king said, "I will give them." But the king spared Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan the son of Saul, because of the oath of Yahweh which was between them, between David and Saul's son Jonathan. So the king took the 2 sons of Rizpah the daughter of Aiah, Armani and Mephibosheth, whom she had borne to Saul, and the 5 sons of Merab the daughter of Saul, whom she had borne to Adriel the son of Barzillai the Mahalathite. Then he gave them into the hand of the Gibeonites, and they hanged them in the mountain before Yahweh, so that the 7 of them fell together, and they were put to death in the first days of harvest at the beginning of barley harvest. And Rizpah the daughter of Aiah took sackcloth and spread it for herself on the rock, from the beginning of harvest until it rained on them from the sky, and she allowed neither the birds of the sky to rest on them by day nor the beasts of the field by night. Then it was told to David what Rizpah the daughter of Aiah, the concubine of Saul, had done. So David went and took the bones of Saul and the bones of Jonathan his son from the men of Jabesh-Gilead, who had stolen them from the open square of Bethshan, where the Philistines had hanged them on the day the Philistines struck down Saul in Gilboa. And he brought up the bones of Saul and the bones of Jonathan his son from there, and they gathered the bones of those who had been hanged. Then they buried the bones of Saul and Jonathan his son in the land of Benjamin in Zelah, in the grave of Kish his father. Thus they did all that the king commanded, and afterwards God was moved by the entreaty for the land. And the Philistines were at war again with Israel, so David went down and his servants with him, and as they fought against the Philistines, David became weary. Then Ishbi-benob, who was among those born to the giants, the weight of whose spear was 300 shekels of bronze in weight, was girded with a new sword, and he intended to strike down David. But Abishai the son of Zeruiah helped him, and struck the Philistine, and put him to death. Then the men of David swore to him, saying, "You shall not go out again with us to battle, so that you do not extinguish the lamp of Israel." Now it happened afterwards that there was war again with the Philistines at Gob. Then Sibbecai the Hushathite struck down Saph, who was among those born to the giants. There was war with the Philistines again at Gob, and Elhanan the son of Jehoiakim the Bethlehemite struck down Goliath the Gittite, the shaft of whose spear was like a weaver's beam. Then there was war at Gath again, and there was a man of great stature who had 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot, 24 in number, and he also had been born to the giants. And he reproached Israel, so Jonathan the son of Shimei, David's brother, struck him down. These 4 were born to the giants in Gath, and they fell by the hand of David and by the hand of his servants.